10 seconds if memory serves on this delay.
I mean, it's live now. It's just going to take 10 seconds for what you've been saying that for it to start.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll see. Anyway, so... All right. Well, we are live now. Welcome, everyone. It is Tuesday. It is 8 o'clock. It is TForce RPG. It's a long story. What we do here is run a custom, now 5th edition D&D game live on stream for recording and produced as a podcast. I am Lashak, the GM and head of TForce RPG. And I have with me my colorful cast of League of Legends podcasters and shoutcasters. And now almost been playing tabletop RPGs for... almost a year now. Just in 3 months, it will be a year that all of you schmucks have now been playing.
Yay!
Yay!
It's exciting because I've spent a year playing Pathfinder as my first foray into D&D, and now I get to do a whole new thing. So it's like starting from scratch, which is exciting.
So this is episode 20 of our game podcast. And again, this is, we're the TForce RPG of the Trinity Force Network. And so where we left off last week, the party had finally managed to broker some sort of, or I guess I'd say 2 weeks ago, because we did just do the conversion. Anyways, the party had managed to broker some form of diplomacy and peace between Deacon and Eremos in front of the council to at least get them to sit down and talk, while they decided that they are going to attempt a daring adventure to go and find lost resurrection magic in the Great Waste, the desert on the continent of Vestralon.
Not going to be hard at all.
No, well, not the least bit difficult. And they had then, with the help of, and with Nathaniel in tow, wanting to resurrect his dead wife, Angelica. So they figured this is the best shot they have at preventing war. They then, with the help of Tabitha Demai, teleported back to Kerto, where they found a very drunken and hung-over Hasser, who is still suffering from his drinking binge the night before. And that's where we are going to be opening up the game for this week, with you guys having a drunken, passed-out Hasser in front of you. You tried to wake him up, and he was like, ugh, and just face back onto the table. He may have alcohol poisoning. He reeks. And someone drew dicks all over his face.
As happens when you drink.
Did he leave his shoes on?
He does still have his boots on, yes.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair game.
So as you guys stay around trying to figure out what, how you're going to transport him along with you and everything.
Bag of holding.
Just keep his head out of it, and we'll be good.
It doesn't work that way. Bag of holdings don't work that way. Anyways, so just to add to the whole confusion of the situation and scenario, as you are dealing with drunken Hasser, the door to the inn opens, because that's where you guys found him, at the come on in, passed out at a table, and a familiar figure stumbles into the inn, beat up, covered in blood, and very, very dirty. You recognize a punch-drunk Lumalia.
A punch drunk?
Lumalia!
What happened to you?
Holy shit!
Well, first off, barkeep, drink. Double.
He's got a name.
I just got here,
I've forgotten it, but
so you can't argue either.
someone should remember that.
I've been places I want to drink. Let's leave it at that.
No,
I think
have
we
you been?
have a lot to share.
We deserve an explanation.
you kind of just ran off at the Great Tree after the whole question thing, and you kind of just disappeared there.
All these things
says all
happen.
Hiram would like to pay for Lumalia's drink
Okay,
and order one himself.
I'll take free drinks.
starting early, man. It's like 10 a.m.
Jesus. Don't care.
When in Stormhaven?
Can I roll now?
Yes,
Can I
yes,
roll my-
yes. You can
Alright.
roll your. So Venus now excited about his character as a wizard of the School of Divination. Gets to start out each day in the game by rolling 2d20s, and he can then substitute any roll at some point in time for one of those rolls. Friendly
Come
or foe.
on.
So he's even more of a pansy bitch than he was.
So a 14 and a 9, ladies and gentlemen. A 14 and a 9.
I don't want either of those rolls.
So the barkeep comes over and he brings a double shot to Lumalia, and they drink to hear him, and
And I fucking drink it. Well, yeah. Hello.
So
I've got nothing.
we've got a lot to talk about. I'll give you the short version. I'll give you the short version. The
Okay.
Hawks with the
Cool.
rebellion now.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Eremos also kind of with us.
All right. That was
Basically,
Sorry.
we went to after we left the tree. We fought a group of mercenaries from Tirnog. We ran into the Hawks, became buddy with them. They joined. They agreed to join the rebellion after some stuff. Our next task was to go out to Victoria Point. We ran into the leader of Victoria Point, who took us up to kill a dragon. It was cool.
Whoa,
We-
a dragon.
You should notice I'm wearing lovely red dragon scale armor.
killed it.
Hold on, super important. I
don't
got the
believe that,
quiver.
Venus.
I got the
You did get the
quiver.
quiver.
I did.
Speaking of that dragon, what do we do with the sword?
I have it because it's technically mine.
Anyway, in Victoria,
Apparently, Magnus learned how to sing.
in Victoria Point, we were kind of launched into sort of a United Nations sort of ordeal, and that put us directly up against Eremos. The demise brought out a diplomacy party. We kind of took them with us after we figured out we're not too good at diplomacy. Angela's
Really?
dead, and now we're gonna go bring her back to life in the wastes.
Who's dead?
So,
Angelica.
Angelica.
do you've got like anything that can block the sand? I'm still not really. I'm not good with the whole concept of what the waste is just yet.
As exciting as everything that we've done, can we please stop ignoring the giant white mammoth in the room and get to why the fuck you're so beat up?
I
would
agree.
like to
And
speak.
cast
I would like to speak to the white mammoth.
I'm a white mammoth. Now, that's not a way to talk to a lady now, is it?
Wait, where's Oliver?
Over there, come on. And I kind of motion him over. He waddles through the door. I, put down a bowl of beer for him as well. My turtle drinks just as much as I do.
That's terrifying.
You are a bad parent. You are teaching that to
Hey, isn't he still technically blessed?
Give anyone. You look over and Hiram, you and Venrus, you immediately notice because passive perceptions are a thing. That the pattern of Oliver's shell, how they have kind of the different coloration pattern, looks different, almost like the form of some sort of magical glyph on its shell.
Is it naturally done, or does it look like someone's carved into the shell?
It's not carved in the shell. It just looks naturally that way.
Oh,
What type?
Believe me, I've asked if I could wield him as a holy weapon, and it's been denied. So,
okay.
Anyone could make a religion check.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that is actually a thing.
it is a thing in this.
That would be a crit shock, or a 23.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I found
24.
shit. What's the name of my god?
What's the name of my god? He says.
It's been 2 weeks. Give me some slack.
Go look at the mysterious note. It has everything in there.
Anyways, you recognize that actually it does look like that the patterns on his shell seem to have now changed and grown into almost like like a protection from evil circle on his shell.
He's a fucking badass turtle, and I love him. But as to where I've been, it's really not important right now. For one, I don't remember all of it myself. Yeah. So we're going to the waste. Are we going to the wastes?
Did you at least get
Let's get
anything
ready.
done?
I don't.
It depends on your point of view, I suppose. Maybe it's not.
That is the
important right
most
now.
vague thing I have ever
Yeah,
heard.
we
What
were-
the fuck?
We're
have
like
you been
on
up
more
to?
of a straightforward chain now.
When did this happen? I don't remember us being very straightforward before when Venris took out a loan and got his servant's hand cut off.
It happened when Venris renounced necromancy.
And you didn't tell me this. This seems like bigger news.
Well,
than this.
You haven't.
I'm not
been
going to
here.
cast necromancy as much.
There's always a catch, isn't there?
Baby steps here.
Ugh.
Well, you are a baby, so
Well, as we should just leave Lamalia to her secrets. We should really prepare for our journey.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
disagree. That's a terrible. I can't go about adventuring with people when somebody looks like they've been through a
More
meat
hell than
grinder. And
sorry.
we've been fighting a lot lately, and none of us look as bad as that.
It's aesthetics, really. I mean, it's not as bad as it looks.
I poke her in the bruise.
Wince a little bit, but it's okay.
Do you at least know what happened to your family? Like, we kind of left in a rush after
As
doing some shit.
As far as I know from the rumor mill, they're fine. And I put fine in air quotes. Nothing's happened in terms of the city and whatnot. They're quietly staying at the house.
Luckily for us, Eremos got bigger fish to fry than our dumbasses.
Yeah, like Angelica being dead. How'd you guys let that one happen?
We had nothing to do with it.
We didn't let anything.
Apparently, because she's dead.
Well,
So-
technically, if anyone, it was Hasser. And look at how he turned out.
Where is
Ta-
he?
He's drunk on the table in front of you, passed out.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no,
his
he
hair.
wasn't here for that either.
No, he wasn't. None of you were there for it.
No.
Okay, then.
So, but at this point, Tabitha speaks out, and it's like her throat. They found her with a dagger in her throat in the middle of the night.
Like dagger in throat, or like across the throat, or
As
like
in-
how was the?
As in jammed into her throat and remaining there.
But like from the side, from the front, this makes a difference.
I don't recall. I was not there. It was very traumatic.
Can we at least look at the body and me and Lamali can at least investigate?
The
No-
body's
no!
already been buried.
Oh my
We can
God.
dig it up.
Yeah,
Stop,
Aren't you-
both of
I
you.
like this girl.
Absolutely not.
I miss her.
Well, as this budding romance rekindles, what kind of supplies are we going to need? Because this conversation is clearly run aground. What kind of supplies are we going to need heading out towards the wastes?
Are you familiar with desert's wind and heat?
I know forests, warmth and moisture.
That's the exact opposite
that's
of that.
Okay, so like think about walking in an area where the sun is really hot and unforgiving, and it doesn't stop. And the winds in the desert carry sand.
And just about
It is
everything
really
that lives
hot.
there wants to kill and eat you.
But what about the shiny magic cloaks we have? Aren't they
Yeah.
supposed to help with the weather?
Oh yeah, no, they're super useful for the weather, but unfortunately, there are also limits to what this is probably going to shield us from.
Most normal
Yeah.
weather conditions, there are such things as extremes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's not. Liar.
Well, what kind of supplies? Because I remember last time we were in Kyoto, they weren't like the best off in terms of supplies because of the war and all that. Like, are we able to get basic provisions, food, water?
From here, most of the supplies, Nathaniel speaks up actually and goes, most of the supplies are being used by the army. But if I recall, from Times Trading, there's a spot to the north before heading actually into the desert called the Last Oasis, and that's a trading hub between here and Tim's Hold. A lot, and that's where all the ships tend to come in and stop.
You mean the place we're supposed to go to?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. We'll supply there.
All right.
For now, we should probably pack up, finish any unfinished business that we have, and get ready for some fun.
I would like to cast a ritual on her, so we have more time to try to find a spell to resurrect her.
Wait,
Oh, you mean preserve the body?
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to cast Gentle Repose on her. That should give us 6 extra days.
you will not use your magic on my wife's dead body.
Even if it means her coming back to life.
I do not.
Oh.
I've seen what you have done with the dead.
This isn't necromancy. This is a
It's
whole spell.
lifomancy.
Except that it is a necromancy spell.
I know, but that's what I'm telling them. Look, if this is a time game, we need as much time as we can. This spell could actually save her life.
He like takes a step closer to you and like grips like very angrily the handle of the hammer in his hand, and he says, "You will not use any of that on my wife. If we are going for this, and it's going to be saved by the gods, not by your magics."
If you truly care about her,
Fenris, shut the fuck up.
While
I
this
can't-
is all fine and dandy, I'm gonna go
I
get cleaned
hate
up.
everyone.
Yeah, we need if we can't use magic, then we need time. So we should head out
Will
immediately.
help us.
I will go carry our drunk little paladin now.
Where is Carrie, by the way?
Carrie's at home.
Carrie was in Ternog.
She's watching over the house with the father. So there's gonna be no pack turtle, unfortunately.
It's fine. I'll carry Hasser, I suppose. This drunk, hungover self. What did you even do last night, Hasser?
How appropriate.
All right. I'll grab him. Rest of you got anything else you want to get prepped before we go? Let's do it now. Otherwise, we've got a bit of a road to hike.
Huzzah! Hiking.
All right, give me an hour.
All right.
An hour sounds
Yeah,
good.
I
I think we should have enough horses at the farm that can get to us.
Yeah,
Nathaniel
see.
says and goes off. Like
Yahtzee.
I don't think-
storms out, slams the door behind him. You know.
I don't think I need anything, so I'm good to go.
I will go and pack some of my traveling gear. Tabitha nods and like heads off. So
Well, all right.
So you guys
Alright,
can
then.
spend the next hour.
But
But
I'm going to be casting my Find Familiar spell in that
Oh, God,
hour.
Walmart
That is a
packs.
book.
all right, what is your familiar?
It's going to be an owl.
So all right, over the next hour,
Ooh.
you
What
conjure
a
your
hoot.
magical owl. What you know, and it
It's going to be a fiend owl, by the way.
a fiend owl.
Yep. I get that option. Celestial, Fey, or Fiend.
There is a slash. Okay, it's a fiend owl. So this like pure black feathered owl with red eyes appears before you, and tilts its head and looks at you curiously.
Hello there. What's your name?
Google friend. Oh no, no. My name is Horatio.
All right, we can change the name later. That's fun.
Horatio.
Horatio? Is this CSI Miami? Have shades on as well?
I'm okay with this.
Tell me,
But he
Race.
has to put on sunglasses after doing like one liners. Yeah.
Tell me, Race,
Oh.
are you ready to serve the Long Arrow family? Or Venris?
I am ready to serve you, Master Venris.
Very well. And I will snap my fingers and he will go to an extra dimensional plane.
Well, that was very
That was a
exciting.
short-lived friendship.
No, it just he can temporarily dismiss into a pocket dimension, so it's just not there right now. He can literally pop. Anyways, so you summon your owl. You have gained +1 Horatio, and so it passes, and then Nathaniel and Tabitha come back, and they are leading a group of horses, enough for everyone to ride.
During this time, I want to craft a mutagen as well.
Okay.
I would also like to talk to Lumalia in private about additional things that have been going on.
I'd like to take a bath.
I have the ability to help with that.
Yes.
All right. So Chira helps Lumalia bathe.
Oh.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
Roll for sexual tension. No,
Is that a D20 roll?
that's a D20
Yeah.
roll.
I just get the bathtub set up and then leave.
That's a
I'm not
15.
sticking around for
Does
the
Shira
whole
have
party.
in this in particular?
Anyway, so at this point, Lumalia goes and bathes and cleans up, and everyone comes back with the horses and everything, and ready to get onto the road. I mean, by horse, I think it should only take us about 3 days to get to the last oasis.
Then off we go, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is that girl who teleported us coming with?
Tabitha?
Tabitha.
You really need to work on your names.
Oh,
Among
I
other
just don't care.
Can she teleport us?
Well, no, I don't. I know it's dangerous for her to teleport somewhere that she doesn't know, but once we get the spell, she can just teleport us back at the very least. Save us more time. Since once we go to the last oasis, get what we need, she can teleport us back.
Back where?
To Kerato!
But what?
We might need to cast a spell here.
We're gonna be in the waste for a while there, bud. I don't think you
Yeah,
understand.
so
The
she's
last
gonna-
oasis is the first stop, not the last.
Yeah, then she comes with us.
I believe what he means is that once we get into there and find what we need to teleport us out of the waste to here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question mark.
What's the problem here?
We're good. We move out. Tabitha in tow.
Tabitha's coming with, yeah.
All right.
So Tabitha and Nathaniel on, horseback, horses.
you have a
for
problem, Target?
everyone.
Did I say I have a problem?
It
No.
sounded like you had a
Maybe
problem.
that low.
Added a problem.
I'd just like to point out that we didn't start getting negative until Lumalia came.
I'm not negative at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We were
Harry-
practically holding hands coming back here.
Tearing the party apart one step at a time.
I'm
One-
fine. I don't know why you
One
guys are
stabbed
so.
hawk at a time.
So you guys then get off onto the road, and ride a good distance north out of Kerato, along Mount Victoria and between the Lake Care to get to the last oasis. The day passes pretty uneventfully. Nathaniel's not much for conversation. He seems very driven and forward-going. Luckily it's not quite yet into fall yet of the season, but it's going to be approaching there soon. So the weather's still very nice and on your side. The travel you managed to get through pretty much without any incident, and then you are riding up and you see the town known as the Last Oasis. It's less of a town and more of a large collection of individual traders and like trader tents and buildings. It's built right near
Ooh.
the edge of the desert. Before you, as you approach there, you see going off as far as the eye can see to the northwest is just desert and giant clouds of sand off in the distance, kind of like obscuring things. To and fro around there, you do see also like a few ships, about 3 ships, like flying across on top of the sand, sails filled with wind, and just like gliding effortlessly on top of the sand, heading either one heading to and 2 leaving the last oasis.
Hmm.
You get there, and basically it is like there are very few actual buildings. Most are like tents and seem to be things that are set up there. With being this close to the desert, to the waste, there's often issues with weather that can come into play. So when you ride up there, it's nobody really owns this. It's just like a last stop there. And there's, of course, a kind of a lake right there, fresh water, where you see people like horses and getting water from.
All right. Well, Kargan, Sheriff, this is kind of your home turf. Lead the way.
Well, don't sigh.
So, Chira, if by chance we find your girlfriend, X, what's your feelings about...
I want to punch him right now. I don't know how I forgot.
If you so much as attempt to lay a finger on her, I will shove my sword down your throat as slowly as possible.
Even though we talked about this like a month or so ago and you didn't really object too much
Object to what?
to us, her.
I will never kill her.
Well, not you.
I pull my sword out and I put it right in front of his face.
Okay, kids, let's settle down. Venris, you're probably not getting anything anytime soon anyway, so don't get your hopes up. Cheer up, put the
Mary,
sword
not
down,
like this.
and let's
Oh,
have
you know, saving just a long lost soul to return her body that your girlfriend stole. Oh, you know.
You know what? Let's. How
I feel
about
like I
you
missed
prove
something.
any of that's true, and then we can
actually,
make
I'll
decisions
take off
from there.
I'll take off my circlet and put it on him, if he will allow it.
That's fine.
All
I'll
right.
allow anything.
Except killing her, but yes, go on.
Yeah, except for that, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not killing her.
You're wearing the circlet.
I'm wearing the circlet.
It's very pretty.
I look like a princess.
Yes.
Majestic.
Is that
I look at Venus. Is something supposed to be happening?
Try speaking to the circlet inside
Hey,
your
circlet, what's up?
head. Her name's All Mary.
You hear nothing.
Either you're full of shit or your circlet's broke, and I take it off and toss it back to him.
I put it on like, what the shit, All Mary?
What the shit, Old Mary? Perfect.
You hear in your head, I can't speak to him.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Because the only voices that are real are the voices in your head, Venris.
I'm going.
Why are we whispering?
Dramatic effect.
Venris, why are you whispering?
Okay, let's try. Let's do a test run here. I put it on Kargan's head.
What?
I said, just trust me here.
What point are you trying to prove here?
Now,
That I'm not crazy.
the issue that would come with something like that is a powerful magic item like this would need time to attune to the wearer, and that has to be done over a rest. It's not something that you can just hand off and immediately put on, because it's currently attuned to you. So, like, Kargan would have to spend some time wearing it, like basically through a short rest, which is about an hour of not doing much else.
Oh, okay. Then I figure I would have known that. So here, Kira, you can have the circlet when we rest. Once you get it attuned, all the voices will come flowing through your body.
Ooh.
So in the meantime, we should probably get ready and get some water. I imagine that's probably going to be the most useful thing out there. Is it possible to make the cloak go super long and then kind of wrap it around the head region to sort of...
You're like
Cannot
gonna-
turn it into a turban. No.
Yeah, you're straight up.
No,
but just say what you're saying.
About
You're
the-
turning it into a turban.
Okay, hold on. Not like a turban, like using it to kind of like a balaclava to like fully cover my face so that I'm not sucking in.
You could
like,
also just
pounds and
probably
pounds of
buy
dirt.
something like that at one of the many shops that are here at the Last Oasis.
Look, there's a balaclava shop right down the corner.
Right next to a baklava shop.
Well, that was the obvious pun, but I would like to buy one balaclava.
Yes, easily. It's 1 gold. It's not very expensive.
Ooh,
It's a very typical piece of clothing they have here. Well, where else are you going to buy one?
Right.
You're at the edge of
At Baba Yaga's
civilization.
balaclavas.
Oh my god.
I definitely want a souvenir balaclava.
Okay, well, there are definitely balaclavas. I never I'd say that word so many times
Cool.
that you can purchase.
Balaclava.
And so as you're looking around and a lot of people come through, you see that there are this is for every one of you except for Chira and Kargan. This is the largest number of half-elves you've ever seen in one place, because they are normally in very small groups when they're roaming outside of the waste. But this entire area is majority half-elves, in various different forms of kind of almost like bright and extravagant, like very like bright colors, different silks and everything, almost as like displays of wealth.
If you guys want to buy anything, now's your last chance. We're probably going to have to requisition, and we're going to have to at least pay a ship to transport us out in the waste.
We should at least buy some potions for us all,
Man,
since
Thank God I'm a sailor, and that's not a problem.
Is there like anything culture-wise that we should and or shouldn't be doing?
Don't ask too many stupid questions.
Define stupid.
Yeah.
Let's say don't ask about any trade secrets on getting around the region.
Like the conclave.
Don't shut the fuck up.
So
I
at this,
assume
po-
that
at
was
this
a
point,
stupid question.
At this point, the balaclava merchant like stops after just making a
Oh,
transaction
no.
with Amalia and looks at Venrus with like very like a piercing gaze and looks back at Chira and Kargan.
That's an ice cream, right, guys?
questioningly.
I heard that's a delicious ice cream you guys have out here.
The conclave ice cream.
Yeah, conclave of pistachio.
Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh boy, I'm so happy.
We're off to a
I pulled
great
Anderson
start.
very close and I whispered to his ear, "You pull that shit again, and you're going to be buried ankles first into the waste, and the vultures are going to eat at your flesh."
You know, I've been threatened a lot in the past week.
Yeah,
Could it
so
be because you don't shut up?
we're probably going to have to fucking kill you to shut you up.
Okay, so don't talk about the conclave.
Don't talk about anything. Just stop talking, period.
Did you guys mention the conclave again?
No!
Yes.
Should we mention that we know Ariel, Lore Master?
No! Stop
She's
mentioning
back, baby.
everything!
So okay, you guys were having this like fight right outside the balaclava shop, and at this point, immediately, Lumalia, you notice that while this is going on, and you've purchased, you remember that the merchant had walked over, whispered into the ear of her attendant, and the attendant like slipped out the back of the tent.
Whoops.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Well, I'm going to go look for some sweets. Maybe some.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find the ice cream that you guys keep on talking about.
I'm going to go and try and find us the fastest ship to get us out of here.
We are
before-
looking for a specific ship, by the way, and you're not. Forget
I'm
it.
just saying, you guys had like 2 days on the way up here to prepare us for this stuff. And
Yeah,
We
you guys didn't
We have
really prep
said that
us.
No. We have said this forever that you don't say anything about it. But oh no, we're gonna go ahead and say it for comedic timing. Way to go, assholes! Y'all gonna die. We're not gonna stop you.
I don't know, it's not on my sheet.
Yeah.
Just because you chose to forget doesn't mean you shouldn't remember.
All right. Is there anything larger than a water skin for water holding?
Is there a bag of holding for water?
It's probably barrels.
I mean, Chira,
Yeah,
Does
but
it there still
I
make
mean, I
water?
mean, Chira does have a magic item that is literally called a decanter of endless water.
Yeah, I can make
Oh.
as much water as we want.
Okay. Then that is useless. I have like 2K gold left, so let's go get us a ship.
No, we have already a ship that is going to take us where we need to go.
No, you don't. You have a basically like signed document, basically giving you, for lack of better words, permission and like expedited treatment for going through here because it's got Ariel's seal on it. So
I
it's
thought we
to
were supposed
show-
to be Captain Tristan out here.
She told you that Captain Tristan may be out here because that's a common spot. Because you guys asked specifically
Sounds like you chose to
about
forget
her,
Kargan.
but that is likely that she. Ariel said she would be as good of a captain as any because she likes to go into the more dangerous areas in the waste. And odds are what you're looking for is back through there.
Did you say Ariel, as in Ariel the Little Mermaid?
Ariel.
Ariel the Little Mermaid. Is she a redhead too?
No. Anyways.
Yeah, she's from an entire clan of desert mermaids that just live out in the fucking desert.
It would be
And seduce the people on the desert boats.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, I'm
Oh,
rolling.
no.
I'm rolling with Kargan and Shira, but I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm
Okay.
fine.
I'm gonna go for potions, but I'm gonna have my familiar go with Kargan and them.
Okay, so this black, red-eyed, overly attentive owl is, basically sitting on. I want to say sitting
On Lumalia.
sitting on Lumalia's shoulder.
I love animals.
Don't mind him. He's going to inform me in case you guys get into trouble, or vice versa, or if I get into trouble.
He's so cute.
He respectfully accepts your affections.
I was hoping you were gonna make owl noises, like appreciative owl noises.
No,
but
he
that's
is very silent. It does not even hoot or coo in anything. It just like you go scratch and it just goes like and tilts its head into your scratches.
His new name is Bank.
well, come on, Ollie.
Oh yeah, by the way, Bank isn't with us anymore at Lumalia.
Oh, thank you. I didn't see him. Okay.
In case you weren't here in the past 5 days.
So, what exactly happened with that? How was your chat with dear old Pops?
Well, he wasn't too happy about the whole will thing, but I did convince him that I didn't want Bank around after me and him got into a little fight.
It was
I got
okay.
scolded at, called me a child.
Fun fact: you are a child. I'm glad. you
Well, I
learned.
am 17,
Any idea what he's still doing, hanging around the?
Knowing my father, he's
Blood
probably
veins.
spying on me, and Bank along with, so we have to be careful regardless.
No. Oh,
Whatever
Lumalia,
happened to Bank?
we also
And I
lost
look at Kargan specifically, like, when I say that.
Lumalia. We also lost the crown.
Hold on.
No. Let's say this. Let's say this in the most honest way possible. Venris pulled out the crown to make a point, and it floated through the air onto the young
I gave it back to its rightful owner.
prince.
Crown left.
Yeah, the crown
It
flew off
wasn't
on
in the
its own.
fashion I wanted, but
That's fair enough. As long as you didn't try to sell it, I will allow it.
I'm regretting we did not sell the crown.
Yeah, I am too.
So as you guys are walking your way through this, there are tons of merchants that are, shouting things like, "Weapons! Get your fine weapons! Potions! Do you need potions? Horses to get you away from the desert!
Poisons?
Ice cream!
Question
Ice
mark?
cream! Turnagen das!" No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
All the way out here?
No.
It's a very powerful brand name. Let's be honest.
You're
here.
knocking DOS.
And just various different merchants there. So, like, I know that Venner said that he wanted to stop at a potion seller.
and I'm gonna assume I talked to everyone. They gave me the gold that they needed for potions if whoever wants one.
The potion is, it's a half elf, very tan, with a super pencil thin, like curled out real far and up mustache, a bright red, like basically cap, and is wearing silks of red and gold. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I see you're needing some potions.
Yes, old chap. What I need is... I need 2 serious wound potions for myself.
Oh, serious wound potions.
Yeah. I heard they're quite cheap around here.
Ooh.
You
Well,
heard wrong.
I do not know about cheap, but I can definitely say that they are quality.
Why not both?
Why not both? Well, let me see what I have in the ways of healing potions that are currently in stock. As far as the healing potions go, let me see. And he goes back and looks into his area of storage and starts pulling out various different ones. And he goes, well, I have about 5 regular healing potions, 2 greater healing potions, and 1 superior healing potion.
How much is the superior one, please?
Oh, well, the superior healing potion is 5,000 gold.
Get fucked.
Yeah, I think I'll take the 5 normal ones.
Oh, excellent. In that case, it would be 250 gold for the 5 regular healing potions.
Much
Terrific.
cheaper.
Wow.
All right, here we go, old man.
Old!
Man.
And he hands you, he gets it, puts them into, and then hands you the 5 healing potions.
Woo! All right, Lumalia, want anything here? Oh no, she didn't come with me. Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm on my way then. Just strutting around.
All right.
Lashak, I forgot to try and meditate on. Remember how I was talking to you about the dream and the whole forest thing and what the hell that was? I forgot because it's been 2 weeks. Is there a way I can kind of try and figure that out over the 2 days before we get here?
Which part? Remind me, because it's been 2 weeks.
Alright, so remember how when we were trying to investigate what the hell was going on about the grandfather, and Tabitha and I went to the forest, and then I fell down a pit, and then I woke up, and then it was all a dream?
Yeah.
Is there any way I could try and figure out if that was or wasn't a dream, or what the hell happened?
It was a dream.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was
Do I
it?
remember the part of falling down the pit?
You remember dreaming about falling down a pit?
What he's saying is, it was all a dream.
I don't like that. I don't like
Well, you figured it out.
Gold star for you.
90. All right.
So, you guys go up there to the area that's kind of like the docks, which are one of the few permanent structures here are these large stone docks that are built up out of the sand where the ships kind of pull up to and people get to and fro. And there's currently 4 ships that are docked here. All of the ships have always some sort of unique little thematic element to them, designed slightly differently.
Are they like those classy hotel rooms with the different themes for lovers?
No, I was gonna be more like, the right at the front a lot of ships have like carved a mermaid or dragons or something like that.
So it's not like Cupid's Paradise.
No,
a mermaid.
this is
a mermaid of the sand. Was it?
No. This is an example that I'm giving. Oh my god. No, the first.
You know that's canon now, right?
I want mermaids of the
Sand
sand.
mermaids.
Okay, you'll get mermaids of the sand.
God damn
I
it.
hope you're ready for
Sand
it.
merfolk.
Go on.
So, you see 4 ships that are up there. One looks like one is just kind of pulling into port, for lack of better words. And but of the 4 ships, you see one that the front is made to look like an eagle if its like wings sprawled out as it's going back. Another appears to be where they have almost modified the mast going up and with the sail and everything to literally look like it's a tree, and that the mast is painted in way and the sail is painted in ways to look like leaves.
Ooh.
Another has this head that looks almost similar to like a shark, but much larger and broader, like right at the front of the ship. And the last one, literally just the entire front of the ship, it's completely otherwise plain, is just like a giant spear sticking out the front. One is just pulled in, and another seems to be... The first one with the eagle seems to be loading things up currently. The second one's like the tree, seems to just be sitting there. There's not a lot of activity. The third is in the process of unloading, and the fourth has just pulled up.
Can I do a check to see which would be the best to suit our needs?
Yeah, you can give me a intelligence roll.
Oh, baby.
While he's
That's
doing that, can I
my
just
strong suit.
can I just read some lips to see if any of them are talking about Tristan?
Give me a perception.
That's a 17 for intelligence.
Oh, natural one.
Wow, you crit and you.
Yeah, that's... Do you know what the odds of that are? Not...
That's great.
1 out of 400.
Woo!
Yeah, that's pretty...
Great.
I actually like Twitch's suggestions to go and hijack ships. I'm just saying.
Oh,
We're not doing that.
No.
I like that idea.
do,
as well.
do you guys know how to command these ships?
Kargan does.
I can
Target
figure
does.
it out.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It's a land vehicle. I can drive it.
I've seen Star Wars.
Anyways, yeah. So Venus, you're just like trying to read the lips, but you notice that a lot of them are all wearing like scarves and such over their mouths.
That would make lip reading hard.
You know,
Also possibly speaking Elven. Or something, I don't know.
At least half of the time. Bum.
now, Chira, you're looking at these ships and thinking to yourself of what you know, and one that you recognized is the ship, literally known as the Great Oak. You recognize that as being probably from the Greenleaf tribe, and
Okay.
they are mostly traders that come to pick up and exchange things, and they have a lot of trade deals involving bringing in lumber and food. They're not as much deep divers into the waste as others. The ones that you think that might be more akin would probably be this last two, because typically the more dangerous of routes that they drive, the more aggressive imagery that they're used on the ships.
Okay.
So the spear
about right.
or the shark head would be, well, somewhat shark head. It doesn't look quite like a shark. Actually, anyone can make a nature check to identify that thing.
It's
Ooh,
a
I'm really bad at
sand
those.
shark.
Oh,
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be a 19.
Yeah, Hiram, you recognize that is not a shark, but actually
Natural 20.
and Venris as well.
You're not here, Venris.
Yeah, he is.
This is after we all gathered.
Yeah. You notice that the carving at the front of the ship is that of the head of a bulette, which is a
What is that?
four-legged quadruped burrowing creature that's referred to as often as a land shark.
I love land sharks.
Not this one.
It looks so cuddly.
Not this one.
I mean, if you want to count like 800 pounds of armored eating machine as cuddly and lovely, by all means. But yeah, you look at those and think that those ships would most likely be the ones that would suit your needs because of from what you know about your tribe's customs and everything.
All right.
Did you find your pick of the litter, brother?
Either the spear or the bulette? Want to flip a coin on this one?
I was honestly going to look for Tristan's ship because honestly, if there's anybody who can handle the waste, it's going to be her.
Couldn't we
I
just ask
agree
if
with
anyone's seen her?
Is there a Tristan here?
So people look over at you, look confused, and a dock hand kind of like comes over and says, "Oh, who are you looking for?"
Captain Tristan.
I don't know, maybe Captain Tristan. The name sounds kind of familiar. Kind of puts a hand out, looking up in the air, like thinking.
I shake it.
He shakes back.
And I squeeze his hand and ask, "We're looking for Tristan. Do you know what Tristan is?" And I just keep squeezing.
Can you give me an intimidate?
I can.
With a strength check.
That's a good intimidate.
It's yeah. You look. He goes caught off guard by your reaction. He goes, "Oh, Captain Tristan. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. She just left port, not but 30 minutes ago."
Thank you.
In fact, he kind of looks over and gazes at the horizon and points at a far distant sail. That'd be her out there.
Well, there's your answer.
Shall we
Should
go
we-
chase or no?
Should we go?
We are not. There's what? No, we don't go
Oh,
out
this-
and waste alone.
I was just giving out options.
Could we fly the owl out there?
Good, Nancy.
And be
Oh,
like,
How
yo,
far did the familiar go?
yo, he's still
Oh,
right
as far as he wants. But I don't think he can catch a ship. As,
Yeah, I doubt it.
Where's your faith in your
Especially
familiar?
not when it starts getting out into the storm winds out there.
oh, ye of little faith will shock.
No.
Well,
So what's the call, guys? What are we doing?
I go up to the spear ship and I find somebody to talk to ask if I can talk to their captain.
the spear
I
ship is literally just like pulling up and setting up at the dock, and
Which one was about to leave?
the one that's about to leave is the Eagle.
Okay. Do you guys want to try and chase her down?
I'm
Yeah,
game.
I'm down. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Go to
I've got
the
nothing
Eagle
better to
ship.
do.
so they go.
A tan-skinned half-elf, turns to as you approach and says, "Yes, what business do you have with the Soaring Eagle?"
How much money would we have to pay you for you to take us to that ship out there as fast as you can? And I point to Captain Tristan's ship.
He looks up there and goes, "To catch the Raging Maiden? Oh, Captain!"
I'm late for a date. We have to do this as quickly as possible.
And so then it's like, look over the edge is a very flamboyantly dressed half-elf with, clean-shaven, bald head, 6 earrings in each ear, a nose ring, all gold, and dressed in blue, and just blue silks, like clean blue silks, with just a slight touch of orange of all colors. Very gaudy, actually, now that you think about it. And he looks over and he goes, "What is it? Do we have last-minute passengers?" "Captain, he wants to know how much charge to try and chase down and catch up to Captain Tristan." "Well, you're lucky, my friend. This is one of the only ships that would be fast enough to do it, but it would cost you quite a hefty price."
How much are we talking?
"How many are you bringing on board?"
I gesture at the rowdy ragtag crew that I have gathered with me.
That would be the 8 of us.
Hello again.
9 with us there.
No, he's right. That's the 6 TFAPs and then Nathaniel and Happy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hashtag Kargan math, not sacred geometry. Anyways. Well, it wouldn't be very far, but it would be a hell of a drive. Oh boy, and time is ticking away by the moment, isn't it?
Well, stop talking and give us a number.
Oh, I would say 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Cool.
No problem.
Let's do it.
He looks a little stunned and says, "Well, then hurry, get on. We can leave."
So who's
Hi!
handing him the gold?
I'll hand him the gold.
I'll split that with you.
All right.
He's like,
I won't give any.
he goes up there and he pulls out a ivory whistle, blows right around. He goes, "Sir Eagles, we are leaving immediately. Quick, man the sail. Tend to the keeling. We must go now." And they all hustle on there, and everyone jumps into action after you hand over the gold. And he reaches out and clasps your wrist to shake your hand, and he goes, "The name is Vendig of the Soaring Eagles."
Good to meet you. I'm Chira Jaden.
Like Vendig, as in like Ven hyphen dig, or are you Mr. Dig, or
It's Vendig.
so one word, Vendig.
Vendig, yes. Anyways,
All right,
quick,
all right, Bulby.
He claps you on the back at you in here, and he goes, "Well, I would show you around, but with all hopes, you will not be on the ship very long." And the crew goes scuttling about, getting everything into action, and the ship just starts moving and taking off. Accelerating. Go ahead.
I want to use my tool to turn it into a spyglass and keep an eye on the sails of the ship.
Okay. So you get up there and you're all
What's the name of Tristan's ship?
the Raging Maiden.
Raging Maiden.
Got it.
How appropriate for your ex.
I love it.
So yeah, the ship begins, taking off, and going quickly, picking up speed as the ship sails smoothly through the sand. As you're going up ahead there, give me and Hiram, you're looking and gazing. You begin to see that you guys are going full speed, and you are keeping an eye on the ship. And as it's getting closer and closer and closer, you begin to see the outline of the ship. Looks very much like a typical boat that you would see on the shores and everything. At the front of it and on the sail is the image of a woman clad in plate mail, for arms crossed, holding swords in each hand. And that image is also drawn up and painted onto the sail. At this point in time, one of the at the crow's nest, the top of it there, one of them begins flying a glowing stick in their hand, and it's a purple stick that they launch up there and hold above their head, and it glows with a purple light. Immediately, a person up in the crow's nest flashes up a green light, flashing it 3 times. And you notice the Raging Maiden begin to slow down as your ship kind of goes up there alongside of the Soaring Eagle and begins to pull up. You see, looking back at you through another spyglass, is a rough-dressed, red-haired woman looking back at you through a spyglass, Hiram.
I wave.
She waves back. The ships become side by side and parallel, and they start to slow down a bit. And she goes, "Oh, Vendig, you said you got some last-minute cargo for me, huh?" She looks over and smirks, and he goes, "Oh, yes, they paid quite a handsome price to get over here." So
I would say we paid a small fortune just to see your pretty face.
That was lame as fuck, Chira.
And at that point, she looks over, notices Chira, and her jaw drops, and goes, "Have I seen a ghost, Chira Jaden?"
I jump ship.
Please don't fall.
Give me an acrobatics, baby.
Good thing I'm proficient in this.
Crit, fail, crit, fail.
All right,
Aw.
that's not great.
So you can, you jump over there. It's not a graceful landing, but you make the jump.
All right.
And she goes, "Oh, man, come on, snap!" And literally, like, a guy comes next to her and he goes, "Captain, aren't you going to charge him for entry?" She goes, "Not with it. No, this is a special case." And they pull up and they like use ropes and they put a plank across for you guys all to board on to go across onto the ship.
Before I depart, is there any chance that I can purchase one of those glowing sticks from, like, the ship? Do they have spares?
Unfortunately, my friends, we do not. This is
No. All right.
What are they?
they're just for sending
What-
light signals, communicating.
I
at a
look at
distance.
everybody, and I guess they're too far away.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I
they're on
can't
the
do
other
anything.
ship.
God damn it.
Well, we're making our way over.
We're getting there.
So yeah, everyone crosses over, and as you get over there, Chira, you jump over, and she like kind of stumbles to the ground. She runs over, picks you up, embraces you in a big tight hug, and plants a big.
Wait, she picks him up?
He's on
I
the
pick
ground.
her up.
He was on the ground. She lifted him up from the ground, gave her a hug, and gives him a hug, and plants an overly like large kiss right on him. The rest of you come over. Kargan's kind of like, ew, PDA for my brother. No, I'm kidding.
Ew, PDA for Chira. Oh.
I thought you were exiled.
Yeah, we're here on special circumstance.
Well,
And I pull
And-
out the note. I go, yeah, it's a special case currently, exile pending.
There's still time for me to be exiled again. Let's be perfectly honest.
Kargan, you beautiful bastard! And she punches you in the arm. It's been too long.
I gotta keep him from getting himself into trouble, or I gotta help him get out of trouble. How have you been?
Oh, it's one adventure after another. Now, quickly, and sings over. Bendon goes, "Fair sailing, Trisane. I hope you, good luck." And the ship veers off in a different direction. And she was like, "Well, come, we must discuss. Why are you here? Why are you jumping to me? What is going on? Introduce me to your friends."
Well,
Right. All right. So, in no particular order, what we have here is a group of friends, and we're on an adventure. We have Hiram the Swift here. We have Lumalia, the hungover man who has not said much is Haser, and
and
last.
this asshole over here, and I go over and I punch Venris in the face.
What?
I punch Venris in the fucking face, and I say, "We'll keep his mouth shut about asking too many questions, because this is Venris, the loudmouth long arrow."
Tristan, I feel like I've seen you in a dream before.
And I fucking stare daggers at him.
And I extend my hand. I feel like I've seen your face before somewhere.
She laughs and goes,
Tristan,
"Oh,
you can stab him if he does anything.
oh, he's just young and trying to be charming." And she reaches over and shakes his hand.
And
I grab
trying
her
to
by
be
the
charming.
What was that?
I grab her towards the hip, like a friendly hug.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
She goes, no, she does the side hug, and ruffles your hair in the process.
I cast prestidigitation, whatever.
You can't cast it.
You can't cast
I
it if
give
you
up.
can't say it.
Exactly.
Isn't there a vocal element to that spell?
That's fucking name I can't get.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, that press spell.
Well, all right. Well, okay. Well, where you have? She holds it. You have Ariel's seal. Well, then obviously I will take you wherever you need to go. Where is it that you're going?
Where no group has gone before, one would say
The
this is
last
going to be
frontier.
one hell of an adventure. We're seeking some very, very, very old and long-lost magics.
We also need to introduce our friend Nathaniel and his sister,
Right.
Tabitha.
They both kind of nod, seem very much out of their element. They, grew up as farmers in Kyoto, and
Now-
they're
I wish this gathering was under happier circumstances. Nathaniel here's beloved has been murdered, and we're basically on a quest to try and cure death.
Resurrection, yes.
You mean to go deep in and try and find?
We're gonna go as deep as we possibly can go. And I give her a wink.
Oh my god!
She winks back, and basically says, "Well, we do tend to like to dive deep in the search for relics, but we'll have to try and come. We'll discuss, and I'll show you what I know, and where we think we might need to look. So let's. Meanwhile, we'll get all of you situated with some place here. We'll make some room. Come. As she just over there and the crew, and she says, "This is my fine crew, by the way, on here board the Raging Maiden, and they have been loyal and faithful and will serve us well." And pats one on the head, and so then come now. Let's look at what notes and maps I have, and kind of gestures you all to follow her into basically her captain's cabin. And right there is where we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clip the audio and take a quick break for those of you in Switzerland. This is gonna be the end of episode 20, part 1, the first of our 5th edition adventures, continuing the It's a Long Story. So for those of you in podcast land, hang tight. The next episode will be out shortly. And for those of you watching us live or on YouTube, hang on in a few minutes while we get the audio sent, and we'll get ready for part 2.
Peace.
All right.
I gotta pee.
I have to pee too.
Super important that no one forgets to upload their audio late. Looking at everyone, because I think 2 weeks from now we'll be fully caught up in doing week of episode releases.
Yeah,
That's good.
We're almost up to current, which is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. For two full episodes, so 4 parts get released this week.
Yeah, we're. So for everyone in podcast land, there's gonna be a dump of content.
All right, so really quick,
Content dump.
since we just passed through the 5 days, how many spells can I make in the 6 hours that we rested? 8 hours per nap.
Let's see here.
Because I only need 2 hours of sleep, so I have 6 hours to do what I need to do.
Well, in that case, then what you would... Let's see here.
Minus not including divination, which I can reduce half the time and cost.
Right, and because they're expendables, it's already half of the cost, too. So that makes it... you'd have been able to finish one level 1 scroll in 5 days.
All right.
Lashak,
Yes.
as soon as there's some downtime story-wise with whatever's coming up, I want to do something that I don't want anybody else to know about.
Okay.
So secret. I can send it to you on Slack.
I also sent you... You do remember what I told my sleeping schedule, right, Lashak?
Yes, I remember your whole elaborate setup with
My
using
whole
ritual alarm, your constructions to your familiar,
What?
all of it.
It's something secret as well.
He has an elaborative sleeping schedule, okay? It involves cucumbers on the eyes, a facial mask, 10 minutes of soothing yoga. It's it's just a routine. It helps him sleep. And
so I don't
Sparky,
get-
the numbers on the right-hand side when they roll, because 5th edition works often on the advantage or disadvantage, when they made the Roll20 character sheet, it just automatically gives you 2 rolls in case you have advantage or disadvantage.
Yup. Makes our lives easier, I guess. I have 4 minutes still. I should do my taxes so I can get a new computer.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna pick 2 divination spells, level 1.
I am going to get a drink and go to the bathroom.
Oh, so Mott, as I was saying before you walked away,
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. So ESPN put out their rankings and whatever, and Renegades is ahead of LGD. That's how bad LGD is right now. It's great.
I was about to say, is that bad on ESPN or is that bad on?
It's kind of bad on ESPN because if you think about it, I mean that team has Marin, Wayless, and Imp. I think Imp's on LGD. That's not worse than Renegades, but whatever.
Who just picked up Weldon?
Oh shit. That's a good point. Who?
Because I thought,
Somebody mentioned it in the Slack. Hold on.
yeah, Sean said something.
Okay. We never converted my scrolls. Or, we never converted my scrolls.
Oh.
Oh, Ember.
You have to send me what they are.
Oh,
They'll probably convert for the most part pretty easily.
There's something about Ember that I don't know.
Alright,
Too
so
good to
I
be true?
made
Single-
Identify and Detect Magic Scroll.
Oh, did you see the Huma shit?
no.
So the EU Challenger team Huma with Santorin or whatever, they apparently have a ton of financial issues because
Oh, yeah. They were trying to ditch him.
well, yeah, but like none of the players and coaches and analysts have been paid, and they're like the #1 seed in EU Challenger right now.
Womp womp.
That sucks.
I have metal
Yeah.
dice, Sparky. I called them the dice of severity. Let me. I'll pull them out here to show them on stream because they're impressive in my opinion.
He uses those to roll crits on my face when he's throwing gingers at me.
Only if they're D6s, so I mostly use them for sneak attack. Because or great sword. There's the second one. Well, anyways, here is one of them. Scale for size.
So you don't have a full set?
No, this was custom made for me by someone. Like, okay, here's a D20. That's how
damn.
big this D6 is, and it's solid metal, like for everyone to hear. I have a pair of them, and I call them the dice of severity. Because
Wait, what?
if you prove them as just my solid metal D6s, I've got 2 of them that are this big.
Alright, are we all ready?
I am ready when everyone's ready.
Minute.
I am so
You can't whisper roll. That's depressing.
I thought there's a way that you can.
I'm pretty sure you can, yeah.
If I scroll back up here into...
/ whisper.
if you do /GM roll, only me
Oh.
and whoever does it, only you and the GM will see it.
Beautiful.
AKA the Twitch chat.
Yes, aka
That's
Twitch
fine.
chat. We'll see it all.
Unable to /GM.
I might as well whisper you what I want my familiar to be doing while I'm fucking around.
That's
it bathing?
That's a nice 1d25.
All right, that's plus.
I can look at
Yeah.
your character sheet. It's okay.
All right, it's +1.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not. It's
you could-
way one more.
You could also just do the roll d20 plus whatever in the GM.
Well, it's +4. So
Your mom's +4.
how dare you?
His mother is a wonderful.
My mother is a wonderful lady.
This is
You've
true.
met his mother.
Actually, I
Yeah.
did not meet his mother because I was running the tabletop
Oh,
game
you were
the whole time.
upstairs. That's right. I met his mother. His mother is quite nice.
Yeah, she's real nice.
I believe it.
Nice to show up at a nerd party.
Nerds. Got him.
Nerd.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, you got
we
me.
can move on.
You got me. Okay, everyone ready to start recording part 2 of episode 20?
yeah.
Entrepreneur has already started that recording. Has
Wait.
LeShock.
LeShock is recording part 2 of episode D20.
Venrus.
Recording, and I love my Al.
Cargan.
I'm recording and I'm hungry.
That's why I got little chocolate gold coins. Very Hiram appropriate. Cheer Jaden.
I've been reunited with my wonderful lady friend.
And Lumalia.
I need to stab something soon. It's been kind of a.
I would
Stab
actually,
yourself or
boring
stab
session.
Venrus. Either one's fine.
I'd love like a sand
Actually, I
dune
think
creature to
Lumalia
show up.
going along just fine, actually.
For now.
Yeah.
I think
Until
clips
you
at
don't
him.
anymore.
He's a dumbass. It works out.
See? Me and Lamali both done stupid stuff in the past
All right.
hour already.
I haven't done anything.
Up until
Like the conflict.
Venrus and
I would-
Lumalia
I would-
fight, they're getting along.
I would like to point out, though, for all this, that on the current poll going on, the straw poll that I put up, Lumalia is quite ahead, and the results, Lumalia has a commanding lead on who everyone thinks will be the first of the TFAPs to die, with 10
By the-
votes.
By the way, I voted for myself, so.
Is it a 3-way tie after that?
It's a 3-way tie between Venrus, Chira, and Kargan. At 5
I voted for
votes.
myself as well.
Hiram has 1 vote. Apparently, no one thinks he's gonna die. But anyway,
You know, the thing about all of our characters is that we seem to be totally fine with the fact that they're going to die someday.
Which
Every time I bring up anything that happens, I'm like, oh, I could do this at level whatever if I survive that long.
So
Every
anyways,
time I talk to LeShock.
moving on, now that we're recording,
Yeah, let's
welcome back, for those of you in podcast land, to part 2 of episode 20 of TForce RPG. You know, our custom now Dungeons & Dragons game that we run here with myself, GM LeShock, and my colorful friends of Schmucky Mooks. I don't know, I'm running out of
What the
nicknames
fuck
for
was
them.
that?
Yeah, how
I'm
dare
running
you.
out of terms. All right, these lovely...
That was a crit fail, an insult.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Anyway, so where we left off with the party had just made it to the last oasis leaving Kerato, reunited with Lumalia. They purchased some goods and boarded a ship to chase down the ship of Tira's former lover and potentially undead lady, Captain Trisan.
Don't you fucking do this to me.
And, and
I'll do some other things to her though.
How dare you? I'm gonna have to kill all of you. That's it. That's the only course of action.
hey,
There's a reason why she's your ex.
Kargan,
so.
you get a pass.
Lumalia
God.
is just all about that assassin, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Get it?
Lamau.
Because she's spec'd into rogue assassin. Anyways, so they reunited onto the ship, the Raging Maiden, with Captain Trisan and her crew. They have now gone in to look over her notes and maps of where to potentially go into this wonderful, hellish desert apocalypse land known as the Great Waste. So,
Sounds just like home.
it is for you and Chira. This is
It is.
bringing back, I mean, it's where you spent most of your lives. So, as we roll back in here, Captain Trisan has brought you guys into a cabin, which is the walls, and there are 2 tables are just covered in various, I don't want to say maps, because it's hard to map an area like this, but there's lots of notes and drawings and markings and dates and all sorts of stuff written in various different formulas all across here.
Navigational tools.
Navigational tools. The desert is filled with constantly shifting and raging storms, and it takes a lot and a knowledgeable captain to figure out, going around them in certain areas. And so she then goes over, clears off some junk from the desk and starts looking them over. And she goes, okay. So you guys are looking for magic so old that it can resurrect people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She starts ruffling through papers and looking around here. I don't suppose any of the rest of you know anything about complex weather patterns and navigation in constantly shifting environments, do you?
What do I have to roll to
Yeah.
find that out?
I would need an intelligence check.
Oh
and
god, this is gonna be wonderful.
a nature
I
check.
feel like if
That's
anyone,
not. Nope.
Target was probably going to be the best suited because he does fly these things.
I manned and worked
Natural
on
20 again.
it. Get
Oh
out
my
of here.
god. So
You
Venris,
are the devil.
He's a
This is why I
bookworm.
You're
roll-
possessed.
Venris starts walking around and looking over everything. And you start looking, you're like, huh, okay.
Could you
It all makes sense now.
No, you don't necessarily, you're able to figure out her note-taking method and what all of it essentially means. You don't have experience at doing it, but you think that, yeah, you can work with this sort of data.
I'm a very intelligent man. I can easily do this, Captain Trisan, as I say with a wink.
Well, okay. Well, then, where we would want to go, as she puts some nuts in there and slams down a single piece of paper with a drawing on theirs, my guess is that we would want to go to where the capital was. If anything's going to be, it would be at the cathedral. The cathedral that was built where the gods' stronghold was, the ancient Nonagon Cathedral. We don't know where it is, but all of our lore and legends would suggest that was the place, the first worship of the gods. Now, I think that lies somewhere, and she grabs some other paper here, because from the best that we can tell from scouting of ruins, this area over here shows the most concentration where we think there would be a large bulk of civilization. Now, the problem, of course, comes is the weather patterns and some of the territory we have to go through. Yes, obviously. She doesn't quite believe you yet, but you know you've got it. And some of the territories, not all of them, there's a lot of danger in front of here. So if we could figure out a route and timing that we would need to take to get us from here, roughly, to there, roughly, as she's pointing on the map, and you guys are just like looking over, like, except for Venrus, who's just like, yeah, no, I get it.
We're in her cabin, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lay down on her bed.
It is currently occupied by 3 empty bottles of alcohol and a very large, grumpy-looking cat.
Doesn't matter. Snuggle up with the cat.
Same with my L.
And a turtle. Okay, so Lumalia, an owl, a cat, and a turtle curl up, and she's like, well, okay then, Mr. Genius. Look at these, in the last notes, this is the last year, she throws a stack of paper in front of you. This is the last year's recorded of the shifting sandstorms, and where do we need to be and when to get through here?
I begin to do my smart talk.
My smart talk. Smart talk vendors engaged.
smart talk.
You literally just like grab a piece of paper and you start going, okay, and you literally start drawing what would look like kind of a weird kind of squiggles, like straight line, left, straight, back down to the right, up. It's just a weird kind of pattern, but by judging everything that you've read, and if the notes on these storms are correct, this is the sort of weird, convoluted path that you would need to take to avoid all the heavy, hard storms and not get the ship completely wrecked.
See? So it looks like a crippled snake, the path we need to travel.
And then some. She just looks over and goes, you did understand this.
Well, my father did call me a genius when I was 8.
Okay. This will take us for some dangerous territory. Are you guys certain?
Was that the last nice thing he ever said to you?
Yes.
That's when... Yeah.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Are we done over there yet? I'm just like casually drinking in the bed now. I pulled out a bottle.
Where did you get the drink?
Keep a bottle in my cloak all the time.
Good God.
Oh.
Alright, so define dangerous.
Well, she shows over here and goes, this will take us through the Zahalzahof's territory.
The house of what's the what's?
The Hazelhoff. He is a
The Hasselhoffs.
The Hasselhoffs?
The Hazelhoff. Anyways,
Hasselhoff.
The Haslofts.
he's a
the
dragon
Hoff.
that lives out in the
Ooh.
wastes.
Well, apparently our party is very efficient at murdering dragons.
We've killed dragons.
Well, very well. Well, then, if you're going to be out here, things are going to get difficult, and I need to make sure that you all have a base understanding here. But we'll go this course. She grabs up the paper and like walks over and ruffles Venrus's hair again, and then walks and just like goes rushing out, all excited. Just leaving you.
Well,
all
all
in the
right,
cabin.
gang.
I follow her like a lost puppy.
Aw, because you are a lost puppy.
I
for a side of
know.
the while, have no desire to follow and just stick around.
I will have my bird follow them.
I'm
follow
sitting in
it.
her bed.
Can
I'm
you
gonna-
pour me a glass of whatever you got?
If you can give me a glass, I will give you a drink.
So
I'm gonna go out onto the deck and use my spyglass to continue to kind of keep an eye on what's
Grab
going
it and I
around.
take a swig.
all right. So
There you go.
guys
Hey.
then go out onto the deck of the ship.
Ooh.
Oh,
And this is roughly the general. It's like I said, shaped just like an ocean-going vessel. Lumalia has apparently left the boat. But anyways, so
I'm on the boat still. I'm on this little. Oh wait, that's the sail.
yes,
Never mind.
Wait,
So-
it's all white for you. What the hell?
Scroll.
scroll, Kargan, scroll.
This is why we edit
Wait.
in post.
Anyways, everyone else can see it. I don't know why. So moving forward,
anyways.
Gonna have to go and edit in post.
so you edited the edit and post song. So you guys are out on there, and she starts barking orders to everyone, and yelling about and going over the course with people, and they're like, and her first mate looks in the glass and goes, "Oh, this will be crazy," and the crew runs about and starts getting the work done. And the ship begins sailing there. And she looks back and looks back over the group and says that, well, it'll be a few days before we get in there, but we should have some smooth sailing for the first 2. In theory.
And then how bad's it going to get?
It's going to get real hairy. We're going to be having to move past some maelstroms, and then hope that we don't get noticed by the Hauserhof.
Is there room up in like what I imagine there would be a crow's nest? Like, is there someone up there?
Yeah, but there's room for 2.
All right, I want to go up there if possible.
Of course you do.
All right, so you go up into the crow's nest. Meanwhile, Hasser is passed out in the cabin, apparently. So, as we're waiting for Lumalia and Kargan to return to us.
While they're getting their bearings, their sand legs, as it were. So one of my favored enemies is undead. I want to, from my height and my spyglass, I want to kind of examine Tristan and see if like I could just, if there's anything I can notice that would suggest she might be undead.
Well, give me a perception.
Ooh, I was hoping for survival because I'd have advantage.
Well, yes, intelligence checks to recall information about them would also, but in this case, it's a perception because you're looking her over for
That's a
signs.
20.
That is 20. All right, and so you're looking her over, and she shows no physical signs that you would typically associate with someone being undead. She's got color to her skin and lips. She is breathing. And moving very fluently and naturally. You've seen her even spit. No typical signs that you would associate with an undead, or at least not any form of not a
Undeath
zombie.
you run into.
Sure. All right. Fair enough. I continue to search the endless sands.
Okay. So, we're having some technical difficulties at the moment. I hope we have this probably time-stamp this. Let's see, we're looking at 15, just shy of 16 minutes. Okay. As we oh, good, Lumalia's back.
Hi, I accidentally clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay. So, as you're looking out there, I kind of want to wait for... Yeah, everyone hold tight while we wait for Kargan to rejoin us. We've just gone ahead and noted about the 16-minute mark on the recording before this happened.
The only downfall of doing this online.
Yes.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Right, there are.
Like not being in the same room to slap the fuck out of each other.
Wow.
Just wait.
So
The
aggressive.
Sand Brothers are aggressive this day. Holy shit.
Stand
They're
on
having a good
edge.
time.
Cheers got to show good in front of his lady.
Womp
Apparently.
I'm just waiting in her bed for her. I'm still down there.
Oh, is that what you're going to do in the 2 days that we're passed by?
Real awkward.
We should RP that while we're waiting for Kargan.
I
No.
mean, you guys do have 2 days, so you can decide what you want to be doing over these 2 days. Because there's.
Oh, yeah. No. Actually, yeah. I want to attune the circlet to Chira so they can talk to each other.
Okay.
I have the circlet.
So an hour passes.
Okay. The circle is attuned to you. You understand that it has the magical power to remove mind-affecting effects on you.
Oh, I would love this.
Twice
This
a long
band-aids all of the wisdom problems that I might have.
Oh, that's why I have it.
But you're not getting anything else from it.
Even when I talk to it?
Correct.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Put it on Tristan.
Yeah, that's no. No.
Are you
It
sure
just starts
about that?
making that like audio loop noise.
A pretty circlet for a pretty lady.
It's
Alright.
Vendor's proposal. Have the circlet.
I'm gonna fucking kill everybody.
All right, I guess that didn't work. So I tune it back to myself then once he tells me that.
Well, that's if I give it back.
Well, all right, are we going to... What did... Did she talk
I
to
want
me?
that goddamn sword.
Sword, circlet. Oh,
No,
oh,
I want
sword.
the dragon sword, damn it. Especially if there's a fucking dragon out here.
Well, if you agree that sooner or later we will have to do what needs to be done, then I will give it to you.
I will agree that we will do what needs to be done, but that is vague as fuck, so
I'm
cool.
trying not to say the word that you almost stabbed me. I'm trying to be as delicate as
Conclave?
possible.
Hiram yells down.
Do you know what I'm hinting at, Chira?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
No dragon sword then.
I guess I'll keep the circlet.
I guess I'll stay in the bed then.
God damn it.
Crap. No, I'm all the way up at the thing.
We're still... Boy, we are 3 minutes without Kargan now. All right. So, we'll just continue on and we'll catch up. So, during this time, there are things that Tristan shows you around the ship just to make certain, like, and it's because... oh, his internet's having issues. That explains. But anyways... And she explains, like, where it's like, all right. She shows you basically the group bunk area where there's, hammocks.
But I'm
and
bunking
everything.
with her.
She,
you're
she
not.
laughs and says no.
Sleepover.
A girls' party.
It's just like, this is where you guys can go. This is where you can store your stuff and you can sleep. The cook is just down the hall there. These are the areas that you can go to. I ask you not pry anywhere else around the ship and don't go in my cabin without asking me. So, but the other things that to point out as she walks around here, basically she points to 2 ballistas on the side of the ship, and it's like, these are for case emergencies. Don't go playing with them. We only have so many bolts in the event of something awful happening.
Now, who is gonna guess whether or not those are gonna come into play at some point?
Oh,
Define awful. That's an awfully vague term.
It's the waste. There are dragons and other such horrid things out here.
Dragons sound wonderful. I don't know what horrid.
Until they
Not the
scorch you to death with flames or lightning from their mouth.
Well, we're lucky we happen to have a dragon slayer longsword with us.
oh yeah, I can't wait to use this bad boy.
And I'm immune to fire.
You're resistant to fire.
I thought you said immune. I wrote
No.
down
It's half
immune.
damage from fire.
Yeah.
You're
How
not
can you be
immune to
immune
fire.
to
You just wanted to be immune to fire. The term is
You
resistant.
believed that you were immune to fire. Please still believe that you're immune to fire and get burned. I would love to
I
see
was
that happen.
actually,
Oh,
to be
boy.
honest, when I had that on my sheet, the first chance I was going to go for it. So I'm glad we clarified this now.
She looks up and this goes, that circlet does not look good on you, Chira.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of it.
Interesting.
I used to have one that looked just like it. It's awkward and gaudy.
I stare at Cheer when she says that.
Is that
What would you
so?
like me to do with it?
Oh, I'm just a suggestion, you know. You know how I like you looking good.
I take off the circlet and toss it back to Venrus.
Thank you. And
Awkward.
I might think about giving you the sword here relatively soon.
Thank you for being so straightforward with that. Thank you for saying that you might do something. I appreciate it.
So,
Disagree to the terms.
oh god.
They're having a lovers squall right now. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, and just points out that she basically says like, you know, don't pull on any ropes that you don't know what they do. Don't lean on things that you don't know what they are. Ask questions before doing anything. Okay?
I was about to say something super snarky. Never mind.
I
Duke is my
know,
middle name.
I know that Chira and Kargan have been on these before, but I doubt the rest of you have.
And you should probably make sure somebody pays attention to what they're doing because a couple of them have some bad habits of getting into trouble. And I stare at Venrus and Lumalia.
That is no such thing. I just
We have never done something
follows us
bad,
around.
and I give her a high five.
She high fives you back. And
You
then
two
kind
are the
of, like,
worst.
laughs and shakes her head.
That was a terror. Fenris, don't laugh again. That was awful.
Um,
Go way down, Kargan.
God. No, we're just gonna keep going forward, and we'll catch him up if he comes back.
All right.
So, because it's already been like 8 minutes. So moving forward.
Yep.
So, you know, this is discuss. So when you get the circlet back, Venris,
Uh-huh.
and you become reattuned to it, she tells you that I could not speak to him. There was some barrier, something in the way.
Like,
But she's near, isn't it? I can sense it.
yes, she's right in front of me.
What?
And I say this telepathically.
Right. The whole thing's going on in your head.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm not
telepathic
saying this in front of her.
communication.
Target in sight.
Well,
So hold on. So is the thing in the head, and this is Mont Ganorum asking a question, is the thing in the head Tristan or the body that Tristan snatched?
Wait. We have a paladin asking a question all the way from Rob Tug's Rest. That's amazing.
no. Again,
He's there,
again.
actually. On the boat.
Oh god. Again, the spirit of a person that saying their name is Ulmarie, the daughter of Raxen Hawk, has imbibing inside that circlet, saying that they spirited her soul into that to protect it when enemies of Raxen stole her body with necromancy.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And
And-
somehow she obtained the body, and yeah.
And is hundreds of years old. Dare we say 1,000? If
Well, don't
that-
half elves live kind of long?
like
Not
two-
1,000
Not
years.
1,000.
like 200.
Did Tristan and I just grow up together, or did we meet later on?
You met later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
College, Sand Tribes U.
Sand Tribes University.
No,
Good old Sandy U.
you met at a conclave. you met at a conclave, and kind of became enamored of each other. And then, when you attempted to, to basically, court her in the ways of your people, her father, which was the leader of her tribe,
Papa Dukes was not happy.
was not having it because he was planning to see her married off as a, form of like more like alliance with.
Yeah, over my dead body.
Or
and
hers.
so you then assaulted him. And because you assaulted a tribe leader, you were being exiled. And, and she went and visited you one last time in your jail cell to say goodbye because she was, she was sneaking out to get her own ship, but knew that you were in exile. And then Kargan broke you out of jail, and you guys fled.
And I'd do it all again.
The
The exact same way.
She's just as you remember her. It's been like, I don't know, almost 3 years since you
Jeez,
saw
okay.
her last. But, she's just like you remember her, as fiery and feisty and free-spirited and reckless. That was...
Hey,
Can I make like
me?
Just the way I like it.
All right.
Can I make an intelligence check really quick since I wouldn't know, would Venris know like what might be causing the mental block between Shira and Omeri?
Give me an Arcana.
Okay.
Arcana.
Oh, really? 10.
God, it could be so many things that you're not even certain what it could be. And there's also that little twing in the back of your head that's starting to worry. Is it all just a voice in your head?
Yeah, I'm starting to worry myself. Honestly.
That'd be so great.
So it's kind
Does
of
the voice sound like your dad?
Oh
So-
my god.
it's kind of distracting a bit, because now everyone is doubting everything that's going on,
Yep.
except for Lumalia, who doesn't seem to really know or care.
I really don't fucking care about dead girl problems or the spirit in your head.
Get out of her
I
bed,
don't-
Lumalia, and shut up.
I'm yelling this from below the deck. No, she hasn't kicked me out yet.
Dear Diary, I don't give a shit.
Dear diary, I don't give a shit.
I mean, that is what my diary does say. It's just, today, I stabbed something and didn't care.
Behold
Wow.
the field where Lumalia grows her fucks. See how barren it is.
It's as barren as the desert.
So anyway,
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
is there anything that I could see from up on the crow's nest with my spyglass?
yeah, as you're out looking around, you can actually see off in the far distance great, huge, like tornadoes of sand off on the horizon, and huge storms going along with them. Giant clouds, like just occupying an entire portion of the horizon. You even see another ship way off, like going across the way, off in the distance.
What's the defining characteristics of it?
The defining characteristics of that one seems to be a silver snake.
Any golden monkeys, blue barracudas?
Not quite yet, but you are essentially looking to find a legend in a hidden temple, so don't rule it out just yet.
Keeping an eye out for Olmec.
So, the 2 days kind of passed by fairly uneventfully, besides suspicion, weird banter, and, and some goes on in really crappy ship food. And as she comes and, finds a warning, you guys, goes, okay, the sailing's probably going to get a bit rough here. As we are going to be going through the edge of a sandstorm to get to where we're going. So everyone either hold on tight or stay below deck.
Can I hold on to you?
No, I'm going to be busy. Another time, perhaps, and winks at you.
I'd like to use... How high up am I in the crow's nest?
The crow's nest, you're probably about 20 feet up.
Okay. I want to use 10 feet of rope to fashion myself, kind of strap in, essentially,
Okay.
to the top of the crow's
You're
nest.
strapping into the top of the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Venrus? Below deck? Above
I
deck?
guess I'll stay above deck.
Okay. Cheera, baby.
I'm gonna stay above deck and help as much as I can.
Okay.
And also, I want to find a good spot to do what we discussed earlier.
Okay. Yeah, you begin. You begin your secret.
I love it.
So, you guys begin that, and it starts entering the storm, and there is sand. Essentially, it starts covering everywhere and everything, and before you know it, you're losing sight of anything but this storm. Can everyone give me a perception check, though? This is not a passive. I need an actual perception check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't click any of the buttons right.
Natural.
That was a performance. I tried to persuade the sand, then I tried to dance for it.
God damn
Wow,
it.
you're blind as fuck.
I got a 22, Lachelle.
I got a 0 again, aka a natural 1.
Hold on. Perception. Bam. 22.
Fenris
Okay.
actually goes blind.
But Lumali is below deck, just resting. She doesn't give a fuck. So everyone else up here, it's like there's so much sand and everything in the way. Because I didn't tell you, but you are all at disadvantage.
Did my bird see anything?
Oh, then I got
still-
a crit. I crit failed then.
Yeah.
Well, no, you still
but-
take the higher. But I got a 19.
No, disadvantage. So,
Disadvantage.
Yeah. But Hiram, you're looking around and you notice something very odd. That probably 10 feet away from Venrus, when you're looking down from the crow's nest and barely seeing through the sand there, you think you see almost what looks like the outliner on the ship, close by, but almost like the outline of something in the sand, but there's nothing there.
Oh.
Can I yell for Brahm, who I assume is somewhere on the deck, to go in and
Brahm is below deck.
check it out? Brahm can't hear me. She's snuggling with Lumalia.
A turtle, a cat, a wolf, and an owl. Awesome.
Lumalia's
Well,
petting zoo.
Right now.
I will take a torch out of my bag, and I'm going to throw it at it.
Okay. Give me a ranged a dexterity check.
And the ship went on fire.
21.
And you start throwing it down there. And it's going to be a disadvantage with all of the sand there, and it just kind of gets blown way
9.
off of the boat.
Damn it.
As you
I
try and
love
you
that
don't put
torch.
enough
It was my favorite torch.
Did you say that you were carrying a torch for it?
It's a little too on the nose.
So,
All right, well, I'm going to at least shout
what are you
down to Venrus.
I
out!
look, and does it look like Bank, like the image?
It, you look back, and it does to you look like the outline of Bank.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Now
what I
you're
feel.
really seeing things.
I'm gonna try to telepathically talk to Bank.
Okay.
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for? No, you hear nothing.
Suddenly Adele in the background.
Okay, can I now that I see the body, can I cast message on him
Yes, you can.
and say, you're kind of easily seen, sort of. Can you head downstairs?
At that message, it slips away, and its form is lost from the sandstorm.
All right.
This keeps up for quite a while. I'm gonna need everyone to give me some Constitution. It's up for Lumalia, who stayed below. Gonna need some
Exactly, I'm the
Constitution.
smart one.
Constitution saving throws.
This will be good. Yeah,
18.
Shara, what did you get?
You got a
16.
Yeah, 16. So, all right. So, Venrus, you're having a hard time breathing through this, even with something like covering your mouth. with all of the sand, and you're getting a little like dizzy and woozy.
Well, with that, I'll probably head down and rest as well.
Yeah, you go down there and it's like, oh. Yeah, you cough up some sand. It's like you have sand in places you didn't even know you could get sand between the pages of your spell book. No, okay.
I cast prestidigitation on myself. Claim myself.
You
I won't
shake
get
it
it,
off
I
like a
won't get one
dog.
Word.
Can you define exactly what that does?
It does a great number of things.
It does so many things.
Up to 3 things at once.
A great number of simple things, like he can clean clothes.
Yep.
You know, produce like, oh look, oh I've got your card. Parlor magic tricks. Lots of tiny little things. It's
Okay,
like-
because I understood that that's what it does, but it felt like you were never clarifying exactly what you were doing.
I'll clarify more complicated spells later.
Yeah, that one is he's basically using magical laundry.
Got it.
Clean greater clothes. So, you know, you guys make it through there, and eventually it takes several hours. But you know, Hiram, you stay up there and you keep your watch, and you don't see the shape again for the rest of the time. Chira, you help out manning things, and Lumalia tends to the uncomfortable animals. And then finally, it breaks free from the storm and back out onto open sands. And I need another perception check from you.
Ooh, not as good.
Failed again.
That would be a 10 for Hiram the Swift.
Oh wow, that's going to.
It's bad for everyone. I got an 8.
Got a 1.
And it still managed to be higher than mine.
Yeah, I have a +8.
Okay.
Fuck are those?
So it's just me rolling. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. So
It's never okay.
Kargan gets up.
never.
Oh,
What
please.
was that?
So at this moment here, coming down from actually out of the sun, and suddenly the entire ship seems to, the air just crackles, and I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Even the
But
people
I'm-
downstairs?
Even the people downstairs.
Okay.
There we go.
16.
16 as well.
With my +7, I get a 16. I am just not rolling.
Really?
16.
6.
Hey, Venerus, I need that goddamn dragon sword.
Agree to the terms.
As this thing, as suddenly a shadow appears, like the whole air just crackles with electricity, and
Yeah.
okay, let's see here. Who got above a 15?
this
Everyone
is
but
good.
Venris.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
Be gentle on me.
Okay, so...
Kill him.
No. Venris takes 28 points of damage.
I'm
Holy
I'm
shit.
halfway dead already.
Everybody else takes 14.
Oh, boy.
Damn it.
And the entire sail disintegrates. And
Wait. Oh, fuck. Never
14.
mind. It already happened. Don't worry about it.
yeah, and
46. All right.
Tristan gets knocked to the ground. The whole ship gets rocked, and well, I'm just gonna remove the Hassair from the board right here, and down below, even like the jolt fires through the ship down through the opening, and you watch, the rest of you all watch as Tristan's entire crew just like turns into charred black as crackling electricity fills the air, as a shadow of this huge dragon overhead flies over you, having just rained down its lightning breath upon you. Shit! Tristan yells, "The Ballistas! Somebody get to..." And as it flies up, and she looks back, and in panic, goes, and looks over at her dead first mate. It's a spellcaster. I need a spellcaster
Not it.
now.
Yeah.
She yells at
Yes.
the top of her lungs.
Kargan's here. What? What's going on? What?
The bottom of the mast. There's a crystal. Man it now.
On it.
If you burn any of your magical energy, it can give us a shield against something like that.
Awesome.
So mechanics, you can burn a spell slot
Mechanics.
to enable this magic item that gives the ship a sort of like shield of resistance against elemental attacks.
God, where was the shield the first attack?
Nobody noticed it coming, and didn't prime, and didn't get to run. Then the first mate didn't get to run over and activate it.
Oh.
And she looks back, and it's the ship starts really slowing to a crawl. And she looks a further panic. It's like, we need people on the ballistas. We have this rough thing up. Oh God! She turns and looks at you dead in the eye, Chira, and goes, "The keeling."
Okay, what do we need to do?
She grabs you and whispers really closely into your ear. You need to get below. If there are grapplers nearby, they'll go for it.
Okay, I rush down.
All right.
And is Venerus still downstairs?
Venerus, yeah, you run down. Venerus and Lumalia are there. Both a little singed. Venerus was still in the opening, and he caught a large blunt of that electricity.
All right, I run down, and on my way down, I yell, "We got dragons outside. If you're not going to give me the sword, then give it to somebody who's actually going to fucking use it, because we could really, really use whatever it does to kill these things."
Ooh, me. Because I need another fancy
And then I
sword.
run past and keep going to go to the Keeling.
All right. Chira runs past and bursts through the door past the chef's area.
Also, while I do this, I want to activate my Crimson Right with fire, so my sword now glows
Whoosh.
on fire and does 1d6 bonus.
All right.
And I will take away my extra healths for that.
All right, I'm gonna run up the deck and see if I can get any information on this dragon.
Okay. Go
I
up there-
follow lazily.
lazily. All right. So at this point, I'm going to need everyone to make initiative rolls.
Sure.
Alright, where is the initiative?
Do so need to click on our characters to do this?
Yeah, if you do it, then it automatically fills the.
Where is the initiative?
It's right on your character.
It's in the middle,
Oh.
very middle.
You just literally click
At the top.
Oh, okay. I'll take the 24 over the 21. That's fine.
And Kargan's back. Welcome back, Kargan.
I'm going to be yelling at my ISP tomorrow.
So then we don't have Venerus's on here.
Vanrus didn't click on his character.
It wouldn't let me.
Oh.
Oh, because it once again says it's here on the Swift. I can fix that.
Brahm's looking good these days.
Brahm is
That is an awfully small dragon.
it's
Look at him. He's so... Look, I'm as big as the dragon.
it's huge. Well, I mean, it's huge size. It's just representing the area it's taking up. Deal with it.
Yep.
No, I know.
It occupies, 15 by 15. Okay. Where is that? There. There you are. Now I'll add your turn and give you your 10 initiative. Don't. So.
So
So why is this
apologies.
dragon attacking again?
You're in
Because he's an asshole and he's a dragon.
its, you're, in
Best
its,
reason.
you're in its territory.
What color dragon is it?
Blue.
Alright,
All right.
makes
Fucking
sense.
Blue dragons.
So, Lumalia, as you come up there, you can see a large dragon flying, circling overhead, way up into the air. You see the scorched remains of the mast, and feeling the ship start to slow down. And you see various dead crew members on board.
Interesting. I would loot the bodies, but now's not the time.
Oh, it is a little.
body. Loot that body for me.
Oh,
Wrong
God.
show.
Wrong show. And you hear Tristan yelling, it's like, Somebody has to man the ballista. And we need to get a new sail up quickly if we want to outrun this thing.
I guess I'll go man a ballista.
All right, you go and siege weaponry. That's new.
Shit. Why did they teach me? God damn it. Why isn't this a land vehicle? All right, well, let's give it a shot. I'm sure it's just a bunch of switches and levers. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, you throw a bolt. Give me a dexterity attack roll. You're not proficient with the ballista, but
Okay, dex roll.
okay. So you aim back, saying you're like, oh, it's just like a large fancy crossbow, more or less. And the dragon
Pretty
comes down, and you fire the bolt up, flying through the air at it.
Yay.
And it sinks like directly into actually the flank of this dragon. Go ahead and roll 5d6 for me.
Ooh, okay.
That is some damage.
Do I even have that many? I think I do. Dice, come here. 5d6, you say?
Yes. I mean, it's a ballista.
10, 20.
All right. So it flies through the air, catches, skims across the scales, and you hear it roar out in pain from in the air.
Silly dragon.
Kargan.
Battle music.
Yo. So I'm sitting here. I'm manning the magical thing. So do I have to prep an action to put a spell slot into it?
How basically works is you can do it as a reaction.
Okay, that's kind of important. I figured I'd clarify with that. Since I'm manning that particular thing, I'm gonna go ahead and since Lumalia is the only person I see on the ballista, I go. Make sure you shoot one down its goddamn throat, and I give her an inspiration die.
Aww.
So Lumalia gains 1 inspiration die from Kargan. All right, and so that was a bonus action. I guess you could still do an action.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and I'm going as a regular action. I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I took a little bit of damage there.
What level spell slot?
Level 1.
Okay.
1 now.
Oh.
And I heal myself for 11.
Woo!
All right. So the dragon, basically comes like circling back around and looks like it's lining up for another pass as it starts to come down. It looks like it's actually going to sweep at the mast.
That seems bad.
Not thrilled.
Oh, you're still up there, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
still
is.
up here.
Do I shield that?
No, it swings by, it flies by and smacks and cracks the mast with its tail, and in the process activates its frightful presence. And all of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that is not my strong suit.
Is it a mind affecting spell?
Wait, yes, it
So
is.
I don't get affected.
You can you're not immune to it. Twice per day you can get rid of one that's on you.
Can I use that as a bonus action?
You can use it as a
Get rid of-
reaction, but
How about you
would
roll
throw-
to see if it affects you before
I'm
you
just
do
wondering
anything?
how the item works is all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's an 11.
That's a 10.
Okay, so
6.
Oh boy.
We're
Well,
really
it's time
good
to
at
activate
this.
it.
so everyone but Chira is frightened against this creature, which means that you cannot make yourself willingly move closer to it and are at disadvantage when attacking it.
Fair enough.
Reaction.
You're like, no. And let's see here. As it puts a huge splinter into the mast as it flies, swooping back by and taking back up further towards the sky. The mast doesn't look like it could take another hit like that very well. Shira.
All right. I want to get down to the Keeling, and I guess I need to take a look at what's going on down there and see if there are any threats.
All right. So you go back through and find the typical, like, hidden passage that's
Gotcha.
built into the ship, and go down into the lowest part of the ship, and there you see the, you know, gentle, eyeless head of Malay's gift, sitting there, and you can see that it is singed and bleeding, and you know what blood in the sand means.
I am going to immediately take this opportunity to blow my blood curse of transfusion to heal it.
For how much? How's that work?
I take 2d6 points of damage, so let's just get that one out of the way, which is, god damn it, it's
Zero
11
max.
points of damage.
Rough.
Mistakes were made!
You're really good at
Lots
hurting
of them.
yourself.
Oh, I love this class already. All right, and I take that to give...
Oh, equal to the
Hold
amount
on.
plus your wisdom.
Yep, I give 12 health back to it.
Okay, yeah, you reach over there, within 30 feet. So you literally just tear the vitality from yourself and get it back to this, and it looks, a little bit calmer and easier. And
I only have one more use of one of my curses for the day.
okay. So you come down there, you got flame sword, you look around there, and but you do see that while you have healed it, that it has blood into the sand.
Okay,
That was pretty badass, Chira.
thanks, buddy.
You're not there, Venrus.
I'm never going to heal you.
I'm used to it.
So all right. So then Shonda's starts man the ship there and trying to steer it and take it and move it as quick as she can. But there's only so much she can do. Hiram, you're up in the crow's nest, and the mast seems like it's really close to breaking.
Okay. I want to name the dragon as my quarry. So I'm casting Hunter's Mark onto it.
Okay, you put the hunter's mark on him.
Yeah. So Hunter's Mark, if I successfully hit, it's an extra 1d6 of damage, and I have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival checks on it.
All right, you hunter's mark it as you narrow your focus and magically link your instincts to it.
Okay. I want to attack it and then attack it again.
All right.
Get it.
As you cruise back, and it is in your quarry. Thank you for the crit juice reference, Sparky, in Twitch chat. So, and you aim your bow at this flying large creature and let loose 2 arrows.
Oh, hot
18,
damn!
18, 'cause it's
And that
disadvantage, right?
that was with disadvantage, and both of
Nice.
those are 18s.
And they both miss.
What?
Get fucked.
Do they actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Fuck. All right. So I want to rappel down the mast with the rope that I have attached to myself. So that'll take me 10 feet.
You're
And then-
halfway down the mast.
Can I cut myself free, or is that too much? Is that too much action?
As a bonus action, I will allow you to cut yourself free to drop the remaining 10 feet.
And
right, so-
incoming fall damage.
And then I need you to make a acrobatics dexterity roll.
Well, the shock that would be
Oh!
a 20.
Look at that, baby, a 20. And you take 2 points of falling damage.
Okay.
It's better than being a pinata for the dragon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better than doing 11 damage to yourself.
Yep.
All right, as you fire off those arrows and just... Oh, so close, yet so far away. Venrus.
So I lick my hand. I put up in the air just to feel the wind, and then I cast Fireball at it.
Okay, so what is your DC for its dexterity saving throw here?
DC is 15.
15. All right, well, let me see here.
I will do 8d6 worth of damage if it fails, half if it doesn't.
What?
You mean you'll do
Other
half
way
if
around.
he fails,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
8d6 if...
Ooh, that's a
Good
fail.
shit on you,
Well,
dragon
it's going
fuck.
to use its legendary resistance to automatically succeed the saving throw.
Fuck you, dragon.
So,
Dragons, man.
Roll your 8d6.
Or 33.
so half of that. So
Hachi machi.
So yeah, he takes his 16 points of fire damage as Venrus goes back, goes 90 degrees and Hadouken.
So
Fenris does not go
A
Hadouken.
bright streak of light flashes across from Venrus from where he points his finger, and it just an explosion of fire hits the creature, singeing all around it.
as a bonus action, can I figure out what this dragon's weakness is or anything that might help our party?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana.
Sure. 12.
Oh, you know that lightning
You know it's a
won't
dragon.
help. Lightning will not help.
All right.
All right. So
Thanks,
it's
Brian.
it's at this time actually that Chira, you notice a pair of small, like 6-legged, chitinous creatures with like a long, kind of like a long mouth and 2 tails come crawling out the sand on the sides of Malay's gift, and
Now-
start sniffing and jump onto it.
How far away are they from me? And since I likely knew that they were coming,
You can get a reaction attack on one of them because they're kind of
that's what I was asking. All right.
as one as this goes there, and they just jump to leech onto the head of this thing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that. That's not going to hit.
That
Whiff.
indeed does not hit, sir.
Damn it.
So as you're just like, and swing, and you just swing too high, and they jump on there. They latch onto it and begin to sink their claws into the creature, going for the open wounds to get its blood.
Okay.
Lumalia.
I have to reload this stupid thing, don't I?
Yeah, but you can reload. Reloading it can be essentially your move or
Bonus.
bonus. Yeah.
Okay. I will reload it. And then fire again because I can. I have to use my inspiration before or after.
You could use your inspiration before the result is concluded. You
Gotcha.
can do it after the roll. And
I'm
because,
gonna do
and because Kargan is a College of Valor, you can also add it to damage instead.
I'd rather hit it first.
I'm
So
just
it's a
letting you know.
D6.
Yeah.
The D6, right?
Yep. So first you're going to roll your attack roll.
Cool.
No, you roll your attack first.
Oh, okay.
And then, before
Get
the
it.
results revealed, you could add a D8 inspiration.
Wow. Yeah, you hit again.
All right. Damage 5d6. Let's go.
Legendary resist that.
Bitch.
I hear
Can't
Venus
resist
from
a spear to the face.
that. 7, 11, 19.
19. All right. As another bolt goes hitting across the air, sinking right into the side of its neck, right by the wing, as it roars out again in pain.
As a bonus action, I giggle.
bonus action. Got it. Kargan.
Me still manning the thing, looking around, nobody's really hurt in my immediate vicinity. I'm going to do the only thing I could do in a situation like this where I'm pissed off. I'm going to attempt Vicious Mockery at the giant bullshit dragon.
I think it's too far away for Vicious Mockery's range, which I believe is only 30 feet.
Aw.
That's rude. Very rude.
I
I'm
know.
going to yell at
Just
it.
ruin his excitement.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry, if it was closer, you could totally attempt to viciously mock it. But
Fine. I will sing counter charm.
flyby.
What's that?
I will sing counter charm angrily.
Counter charm angrily. Oh, so you're going to give counter that, and now is that one single target or is it any of your?
Anybody in 30 feet of me and
So
can hear me.
everyone on the boat gets a. Everyone gets to make another saving throw. Wow, I just realized that Lumalia missed because there's a disadvantage against that.
I just realized that
attack
too.
roll.
That's why I was gonna roll the.
Well, whatever.
inspiration.
That was my mistake. I'm not retconning it. We're moving forward.
Cool.
So that everyone
I'm just
gets
a
to
badass,
make
it's
a
fine.
new saving throw against the wisdom saving throw against the fear with.
Except me.
You. Yeah.
I passed last time.
That is a
true.
crit fail, Lashak.
With advantage.
That is a 14, Lashak.
Not enough. Lumalia is no longer afraid.
I ain't scared of no dragon.
Wow.
I'm rolling dice forever. and ever.
So yeah, Karkin, with advantage rolls a 3 and a 3, and is
Sad day.
still. All right. But but Lumalia, the person manning the gun is all right. Hiram is still afraid himself, but
Fucking pansies.
all right.
Durgan.
Durgan. He flies around and he's taking another pass, and crack-a-lacking at that mast.
We're so
That
screwed.
mast.
That mast.
Yeah, we're fucked.
He hits it and crack! It looks like one more and it's gonna splatter and just shatter. And he's just like right above you, Kargan, and you're like, oh boy.
Crap.
As he continues to like fly and circle around to get ready. Chira, you're down there and there's 2 of these things and they are
I go to kill the closest one to me.
all right.
All right. Hope
That's very descriptive of you.
big,
Roll it.
Big money's no whammy. Not great.
You
know what? Continue.
No. Are you using your luck?
I'm going to use my luck, and I will roll again, and I get to pick the better of the 2. We're going to go with that one.
Okay. All right. So you then swing and give me your damage.
All right. I press this button. 16.
Oh yeah. You just rear back and more or less baseball swing with your greatsword, cleave one of the things right off of the gift, and
Okay.
it burns
I'm going to use
up.
my other attack to attack the other one.
Do it.
All right. Let's click at this.
I like how descriptive your attacks are too.
I'm going to just run this one through right off the back of this thing.
All right. So right off the back swing, you pull the sword around. Give me your damage.
All right.
Give
And
me
that
that
is 12.
And again, chop. You run right through these things. These are small and fairly frail, but you know that there's typically going to be a lot of them.
Okay, I would like to drink, as a bonus action, drink one of my potions of healing.
Okay, that's a 2d. That's a 2d4 plus 4 healing,
All right, hold on.
or is it 2d4 plus 2? One of those things. Double checking. Potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2. So you heal
Okay.
9 hit points.
I needed that real bad.
You're fine, baby. Don't worry about it.
I'm doing great now.
All right. She continues to steer ship, and she's just like, oh God. Everyone brace, it's gonna use its breath weapon again soon. She yells back. And
What's a little electricity?
Yeah, it's only 44 points of damage, right?
It's cool. No big deal.
All right, Hiram.
I'm going to yell down to Chira if he needs any help. Chira, you need any help, buddy?
No, I got it. We're good.
All right, is there another ballista?
There is.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to man that shit.
Disadvantage.
Where would it be?
It's gonna be a
Two.
Shit. I'm going to say it's there, because that looks cool.
It's actually opposite of Lumalia. There's one on each side.
Okay.
So
All right, well, I'm over there.
yeah. So you go over and grab up to the other ballista.
Okay, and I'm going to fire.
All right, give me a dexterity roll at disadvantage. A natural!
Oh,
Sideways.
And a
Fuck,
nat-
Splitting the
okay.
uprights on that one.
So that was a crit and a crit fail.
Oh my
We've been
god.
getting a lot of those on
Please
this.
don't shoot me.
That ballista's broke as fuck.
Yeah, so you go over and you load up your and crap, you realize that it lost all of its like the draw, and because it obviously uses more than a string, but the rope was singed by the lightning, and this ballista is not operable.
I yell fuck. And pout. Actually, I'm gonna go. So how far did I move to get to that?
10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna go under deck.
You go
Fucking
under
coward.
you duck under the deck, and it's just you and the cook.
Okay, hey buddy.
What is Arimosa and the other girl doing?
Oh fuck!
Airboat?
Wow, how
Oh, I
could
forgot about Nathaniel.
They had been below deck. You're right. Oh my! Wow. So I
I
forgot
see
about
Nathaniel and Tabitha, and I say, "We're under attack by a dragon. What are you doing?"
Because I figure Tabitha might have some awesome spells that might save us. I don't know.
Forgot
Or can
about
power this thing.
my own NPCs. I am literally the worst ever. I hope you all forgive me.
No,
It's
forgive
okay. I
me.
think we're doing fine. You know, almost dying to a dragon.
Yeah, the next
I'm not
step-
almost dying. You guys are almost dying.
All
Get
right.
better at not dying.
To be fair, I did do more damage to myself than the dragon did to me.
So yeah, no. Tabitha and Nathaniel run up onto the deck, and she looks up and sees the dragon and looks around at everyone, in a brief moment, trying to like figure out what to do. And let's see, and she is casting the spell. And she looks up at the dragon, aims, and casts True Strike on it.
Ooh.
So that her next spell attack roll will be at advantage.
Just hers?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how True Strike works.
Now, are they affected by the presence as well? Terrifying presence?
He did not see them, so he chooses the people in the radius. Because he didn't see them, he didn't choose to give it to
Okay.
them. For a lack of better words. All right. And Nathaniel's like runs up and goes, "What do I do?" And looks kind of, panicked and not certain what to do with himself. Venris.
All right, noticing how he keeps on focusing the sails, I'm going to cast Suggestion. And I'm going to try to convince it that, these guys, they're not really worth my time. I should just leave.
If only you had the range to cast it that far.
How far is Suggestion's cast
30
range?
feet.
So I'm going to move up as close as possible, and then,
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah.
But it's also got like vertical.
Yeah, it's also
Yeah.
up in the air.
But is it 30 feet up? Or
It's like
It's-
60 feet up.
I could have vicious mockery it. That's
It's too far, Venris.
All right.
You could ready. Never mind.
Next best option. Well, she said that they're going to do a fire breath, so I'm going to imagine he's going to stay far away. So I'm just going to cast another fireball then.
Boom, shakalaka laka boom. All right. Well, he will attempt to make his. Why is he doing plus? No,
Fails
he
again.
fails, but will use his legendary resistance to again take
Four.
half.
So half, it's 12 damage.
Yeah. All right. Anything with your bonus action?
Can I make another Arcana check to see if I know anything else?
Yes, you can.
All right.
2.
Arcana.
You're like, shit, think.
Really?
Dragons, dragons.
Natural one.
Can I just point something
You
out?
know
This
that
seems
they
like an-
really, really like princesses.
I've read one too many books.
Real quick, this just seems like an inordinate amount of crit fails tonight. Just a lot of them.
Welcome to the
Dang.
D20 app.
Oh. So the Chira, as you're there recovering, having killed those two, 3 more start coming out of the sand.
Do I get another reaction swing?
On one of them.
All right, we will.
Rock them?
Yes! There we go. All right, 21, and my damage is
A lot.
a lot.
You cut
On your... Never mind.
16 damage. I'm cutting this one in half and making his friend scared. They're going to regret doing this.
It pops up out of the sand, and immediately it goes to leap past you, and you're like, oh no. And you cut it clean in half while the other 2 jump onto the back of the gift and start attempting to attach themselves. Tearing into it, trying to suck out its blood. Lumalia.
Oh boy, I guess we try and go for shot number 3, and as I do that, I take a swig of whatever I have in my cloak. I'm assuming it's whiskey, and we'll give us another roll again. And go! Woo!
Oh, Lumalia is on it. That's gonna hit.
Alright.
Even
let's do
without
the 60.
proficiency, you're rolling really well.
I have +4 dex. It's going well. 5, 10, 16.
Another shot grazing past the side of its wing. As you see that you've chipped several of its scales with this ballista. But you do notice now that that there are only 8 bolts left.
Shit. How's the dragon looking?
Unhappy, and
But otherwise
wounded in a
okay.
few spots, but he definitely doesn't look like he's out of this yet.
Bonus action, I take another drink.
Bonus action to drink. Kargan.
So, since singing doesn't work, since I can't Visage Mockery it, I'm going to Radiant Action. It's going to be a spell. As soon as this asshole flies in, I'm going to cast Stinky Cloud in front of it and give it a lung full of Stinky Cloud.
Hold on, that's the name of the spell? Is
Stinking
Stinky
Cloud.
Cloud?
Stinking Cloud, but
Stinky
yeah.
Cloud.
Okay.
So, at this point, then the dragon goes and just dives into the sand and disappears beneath it.
Well, fuck.
So much for readying that action. It's as if it read my mind!
Or it just took more hits than it thought it was going to. And disappears.
Do
from
we hear
sight.
the victory fanfare?
Chira.
I move to rip off the next little sucker off this thing, and I'm going to cut it in half
With the southern drawl.
with a southern
So
drawl.
15. I'm merely stating that in case you're wanting to use luck or anything, because you have.
I'm not.
Okay, well that will hit.
Okay. All right. 10 damage.
It's enough. They're small, weak little things as you cut it off, and there's still 1 remaining on there.
I go for the next one, and I'm going to lance it off. Just cut it off to the point where it just slices the sucker off right across the top. I'm going to add a little luck to that.
All right.
'Cause 12's not good. Yeah, all right, I'm going with 12.
You swing, but you miss as you're just trying to carefully not hit the
Okay.
hit the gift in the process. But it's still on there, and Tristan goes, "Quickly, someone! We need to get another mast up so we can get moving."
Oh yeah, that was a thing we could be doing.
As she kind of runs back from the wheel and goes, "Somebody help me!" and starts grabbing up there. At this point, having been waiting to be told what to do, Nathaniel runs over and starts to try to help.
Be useful, Nathaniel.
Hiram?
I am gonna cast. I'll walk over to Venrus and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh,
on
thank
him.
you.
Can I yell out to Kargan to come down when he gets the chance?
For 9
You
points
could've-
of healing.
You could have done that on your turn. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Do that.
All right. So I'm going to prepare my action as well for suggestion whenever I see him, if he is within 30 feet.
Okay. Um,
Am I still afraid of the dragon?
yes.
Okay.
And you also can't see it, but...
Okay.
All right, and Tabitha also kind of stands there, like, looks ready and preparing, not certain what else to do. Kargan,
You skipped me.
I did, didn't I, Lumalia?
Do they roll to break the fear at the end of their turn?
Oh, fuck, you're right. You guys get to roll. Everyone that's still afraid gets to make another roll.
I think it's just Hiram.
Yeah.
Another wisdom.
Yeah,
And
it's me as well.
Yeah, another wisdom
Oh, yeah,
saving
and
throw.
Kargan.
Wisdom minus. I'm rolling a
13.
dice.
Jesus.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but with Kargan's song, counter song, you
Oh,
get advantage.
22.
22.
I'm still feared.
All right.
All right.
You're a scaredy boy.
But
But I am not
Correct.
motivated by the fact I don't see him anymore.
all right. Well then, so Lumalia, what are you doing?
I'm loading the ballista, and I'm gonna ready an action in case it pops out. I want to fucking skewer the thing in the head.
All right.
So I'm looking
Do.
and drinking.
Wait, you skipped me now.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so
God
after my
damn.
brother, I yell back, "Manning the super cool shield thing, be down in a minute unless someone wants to take over."
Tabitha runs over. Yeah, I'll help.
All right, and then seeing her that she's gonna man it, I will start heading downstairs.
All right, you run down there through and burst into the same area that Chira's at. And you see, there's a grabber right there on top of it.
Yeah, fuck these things. Can I hit one?
You can go
With my
for it.
hammer.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit it with my hammer now.
Hit it very hard.
It's gonna be like 15 plus a lot.
Well, that will hit.
A lot is a very great number.
It's the best kind of number.
Plus 6, sorry. So it'd be like a 21. For only 5 damage.
So, yeah, you club the thing and hit it hard, and you feel some of its like chitinous exoskeleton kind of crack, but not break.
I hit it again! Because I can do that.
Can you?
That one's going to be 15 even.
That will hit.
2 damage.
This one's going to be for 11.
So you just whack-a-mole, slam, slam, and break and crack the thing off.
Goody!
So then you guys like, Tristan and Nathan work about getting the new mast up there, and everyone stands around really like itchy and ready and prepared, and no sign of the dragon happens. As the sail gets up there, and you guys are able to. She goes there, and Kargan, you guys both also know this thing is still bleeding and wounded, and more of the grabbers will come while it's injured.
Can I use a bonus action then to do Healing Word?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm going to do that as 3rd level, so I'm going to roll for our 3d4.
Oh,
You're
snap.
reading my mind. That's why I needed you down here in the first place.
That's going to be 9 plus 3 for 12.
Okay, you heal up and seal the last of its wounds.
Okay, good.
The creatures didn't get to stay on the last season. They just did eventually get to sail up, and everyone in panic, and the ship starts going in with Venris and Tabitha and Lamali just at ready, but the dragon never shows its head back up from under the sand. As the
That wasn't so bad.
as the ship begins sailing again, you wonder if it's going to come back. Which we're going to go ahead and end this week's episode of It's a Long Story, episode D20.
I just realized, by the way, that I have primeval awareness and I can know if there's a dragon nearby.
Okay, do that
Could have
really.
used that a while ago.
Wow.
You can do it, like,
thanks,
right now.
Mott.
So we'll worry about that to start next week, where we will continue with you guys getting away from the spot where you're fighting dragon now, with the ship able to move. Again, thanks for joining us. For those of us live, thanks for watching us, as we do record and broadcast live on twitch.tv/TForce podcast every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, as well as then everything's going up onto iTunes and Stitcher and on the website at TrinityForceNetwork.com. And again, also through Trinity Force Network and in all of our descriptions on Facebook, on social media, sign up, come and play with our community. We have a huge community of now like 100 people with like 12 weekly games going on and more constantly forming to play games like D&D, Pathfinder, Fate, Star Wars, so much. And so if you're a fan of this sort of thing and want to get into a game yourself, sign up. How it works is you tell us when you're available to play, and when a game pops up and there's an availability match, we get people in the games. That's what we do. We help teach people to play, and we get people into games. Because it's a hell of a lot of fun. All these schmucks have only been doing it since May. And yeah, I called you schmucks again. So tune in next week. And also, we have another producer on the task, so we're going to be getting caught up with the live stream on the audio podcast here in the next few weeks. So then all of you who listen can have a better opportunity to catch us live if you want. So I want to again thank everyone for listening to us. Check us out again, social media on Facebook, on Twitter, at TForce RPG, and TrinityForceNetwork.com. Everybody have a great night, and keep T-fapping.
No, that is not a phrase.
Stop the recording, and now I stop the Now, we'll not be doing a Q&A this week just because it's really freaking warm in my room at the moment. So, good night, stream.